रंगनाथन, तकलीफ तो माजिद हाइदरी जैसे लोगों को हो गई है क्योंकि उनको समझ ही नहीं आ रहा है। कल तक नसीरुद्दीन शाह कह रहा था कि यहाँ इंटॉलरेंस है, मुसलमानों का रहना मुश्किल हो गया है, सीएए के द्वारा मुसलमानों को निकाला जा रहा है यहाँ इस देश से, और आज वही कह रहे हैं कि इस्लाम का जो एक दहशी दरिंदे जैसा जो हम देख रहे हैं रूप, वो हमारे को सपोर्ट नहीं करना चाहिए। अब इनको समझ नहीं आ रही कि कहना क्या चाहते।
नहीं, Navika, I hope you don't chase me with a broom and thrash me, but I'm afraid I'm totally on the side of Majid Hydri tonight, and I completely disagree with you and my good friend Amit Malvi, because Majid Hydri is the manifestation of what a good Muslim should be. नजरुद्दीन शाह इज नॉट अ गुड मुस्लिम भाई, मैंने आपको वही बताया, वो इस्लामोफोबिक है। माजिद हाइदरी को इस्लामोफोबिया नहीं है,
कल तक तो नहीं था, आज हो गया है।
नो प्लीज लेट मी फिनिश। वो गर्व से कहते हैं कि तालिबान इज फॉलोइंग द वन एंड ट्रू इस्लाम। नाउ आई गेव यू, नाउ हाइदरी डोंट इंटरप्ट, आई एम टेकिंग योर साइड, यू शुड बी प्राउड ऑफ दैट, एटलीस्ट वन पर्सन इज विद यू। नाउ आई गेव यू एग्जांपल, तालिबान आर फॉलोइंग द अल्लाह कमांडमेंट ऑफ हाउ वुमेन शुड ड्रेस, 24, 31, 33, 59, 726। अभी नजरुद्दीन को पता है कि नहीं पता? तालिबान आर फॉलोइंग हाउ वाइफ शुड बिहेव इन फ्रंट ऑफ हस्बैंड और लाइटली बीटन, 434। डज नजरुद्दीन नो दिस? नो, माजिद हाइदरी नोज दिस।
डॉक्टर आनंद रंगनाथन, आई वांट टू आस्क यू, जब तक नसीरुद्दीन शाह कह रहे थे CAA is bad, as a Muslim it's difficult for me to live in India, it's difficult for Muslims to survive in India, he was their poster boy. Today Nasiruddin Shah says supporting Taliban means going back to very hardline Islam, something that is completely contrary to what present day modern Islam should be, and today he's been panned as an anti-Islamist. How do you see this doublespeak, this hypocrisy by this lobby who till yesterday celebrated Nasiruddin Shah as their poster boy?
No, good evening, Navika. I sympathize, I even commiserate with Mr. Nasiruddin Shah. He is a bad believer, one who follows the religious diktats only selectively. And Navika, to be honest with you, the world is peaceful in large measure because to be a bad believer can also mean to be a good human being. Nasiruddin is a Muslim who is Islamophobic. He fears Islam. He fears to make public the Islamic scriptures and verses in their entirety because he fears being called an illiberal. Look, a Muslim who believes in the Sharia and every single word that there is in the holy book is a good Muslim. While a Muslim who drinks, fornicates, indulges in idle talk or music, supports Muslim women who reject the burqa, draws a portrait of whosoever he wishes to, marries a non-Muslim, is homosexual, gives equal share of inheritance to male and female, and is fine with all his fellow Muslims being all of the above, is a bad Muslim. And this is not me saying it. It is Allah himself. What's more, just who is a good believer or Muslim has been explicitly defined in the holy book 33, 36, 3, 132, 8, 2, 49, 50. Now let's take the Taliban and their strict orders relating to women. Nasiruddin rightly condemns them and their diktat. But yet again, and deceivingly perhaps, he is snaring the fundamentalists but sparing the fundamentals. The Taliban are only following Sharia and the word of Allah on how a woman should dress, 24, 31, 33, 59, 726, on how a wife should behave, 434, on when a woman can be flogged, 24, 212. So who is a good Muslim here, Navika? Point number two, Nasiruddin is wholly confused and deliberately confusing people when he says there is an Indian version of Islam. Does he mean this Indian Islam doesn't believe in the holy book and all its verses? That it condemns the commandments of Allah on Jews, Christians, polytheists, homosexuality, apostasy, heresy, dress code, wife beating, blasphemy? There are no versions of Islam. There is the holy book, and you are a good Muslim only if you follow it entirely. And by the way, was it this Indian version of Islam that prompted millions of Indian Muslims to pour onto the streets and demand the beheading of Kamlesh Tiwari? Finally, Navika, I know the response to my argument, as always, is going to be that I am quoting verses out of context. That why don't you quote Manu Smriti and its violence verses? That being a kafir, I cannot quote verses that only Muslims can quote. So why don't you quote these verses then? Quote 434, quote 3359, quote 3357. Prove me wrong, na? But you won't quote these Muslims, won't quote because they are scared. Finally, just 10 seconds. 2 years ago, the same Naseeruddin Shah peddled fake selective narrative of intolerance. You want to talk of intolerance, Naseeruddin? What is the cost of apostasy in your religion, Islam? Death. What is the cost of apostasy in Hinduism? I'll tell you. Veneration, applause, devotion, bhakti, Bharat Ratna. आईना साफ मत करो नसीरुद्दीन, अपने चेहरे से धूल हटाओ।
तो दोस्तों, अगर आपने वीडियो यहाँ तक देखी है तो वीडियो जरूर थोड़ी बहुत आपको अच्छी लगी होगी, इसलिए वीडियो को लाइक कर दीजिए, शेयर कर दीजिए। और ऐसी ही वीडियो अगर आप और देखना चाहते हैं तो मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिए। धन्यवाद।